Hi everyone, my name's Fiona Richie. I'm a professor in the Department of English. I teach primarily in the drama and theatre stream. I'm also currently Director of Graduate Studies in the department, which is why you don't see me so often in the undergraduate classroom at the moment, but I'm still very keen to work with undergraduate students on their projects and on their honours essays, as well as supervising MA and PhD students. So this video is just to introduce myself and my research and to talk a little bit about what kind of projects I could supervise or have supervised in the past. I'm a theatre historian of the long 18th century, and my 18th century is very long. It starts in 1660 and it goes through to about 1830. So I can supervise theatre projects really in any period from the Restoration through the 18th century to Romanticism. My work has also been very heavily concerned with Shakespeare. So I'm very happy to supervise projects on Shakespeare in his own time or in the contemporary world. My first book looked at the way that women have shaped Shakespeare's reputation in the 18th century. So how they made Shakespeare the figure that he is today. And I looked at actresses, audience members, women audience members, and women critics to think about how they made him the figure that we know now. My future projects deal with theatre history. I'm a bit less with Shakespeare. In one case, I'm looking at women in regional theatre in the long 18th century to think about how women shaped performance culture outside London. Stories that are actually quite hard to recover and much less well documented. And another book project looks at siblings Sarah Siddons and John Philip Kemble, who were two Shakespearean actors at the end of the 18th and beginning of the 19th century, and how they used Shakespeare to establish their careers and also how they popularized Shakespeare through their acting. So I'm always looking at this dialogic relationship between what can an individual do for Shakespeare and what can Shakespeare do for the individual. I've supervised lots of projects that deal specifically with Shakespeare and often Shakespeare performance. And I also work a lot on adaptations. I'm very interested in supervising work on the adaptation of Shakespeare. Obviously, I can supervise work in theatre of the long 18th century. Right now, I'm supervising projects on Shakespeare adaptation in the Restoration, on 18th century Shakespeare editing, and on women playwrights writing in the 18th century, and specifically their writing of comedy. I've also got an interest in popular culture of the 18th century and popular entertainment genres, so I can work with people interested in those fields too. So thanks very much for watching. It will be a pleasure to talk to you about your work, and I look forward to meeting you soon, and feel free to shoot me an email if you'd like to know more about the kinds of things I'm doing right now.